Set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go here in Inglewood. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down, it just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays. And that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
Geno now on 1st and 10.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Right back to Besh. He's got another one. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
In motion is Myers. On 2nd down, Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Gino. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return.
So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
The run on 1st down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. Play action now. It's Herbert. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Third down and 3. Disley is the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Motion man is Johnston. On play action now, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another
a gain of 24 through the air. First down, LA.
34-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He's just such a hard guy to get on the ground. You can see just his strength and his ability to fight through contact. But give credit to the defense. They kept coming after him, and eventually they got him down on the ground, and they got him down for a loss.
To throw, it's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Motion man is Johnston. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Disley is the man in motion. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
That's another.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Complete to number
When you're willing to
81,
throw the ball
Mike
short of the
Williams.
sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The
the
decision to go for it
Brings
on
up
4th down
4th
has
and
already been
1.
made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on downs. The Raiders offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The Raider ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. He'll keep it on the ground with Genty. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back at the 17-yard
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of
19 more on that one. And another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Smith going to keep this himself. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Tackled at the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw, it's Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now, Gino. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
Pass.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end on the move left. On play action, it's Herbert. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So after 1, it's the Raiders with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And the Chargers,
a gain of 21 on that pass play. It's
10
good for a
47-yard
Charger
line.
first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
And it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Motion man is Johnston. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Throw right side is taken in by Besh. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It was Cam Hart in on the tackle.
The tackle made.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He'll work forward for a couple. It was Cam Hart in on the tackle.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For Tommy Malott.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Disley is the man in motion. Now Herbert throwing on second down. Short throw taken in by Disley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, 3 to go. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll try and run for it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Play action now. It's Geno. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Now a second down throw for Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion, Besh. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd.
Well, this loss here, Mike, just completely changes your approach this close to the end zone. And I'm sitting up here in the booth trying to come up with an explanation of how do you lose that many yards. And I bet down on the sideline, this coach, he's doing the same thing.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Run right up the gut with Genty. And that, a thing of beauty. He's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders extend their advantage to 13-0.
Chargers nothing.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Chargers.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to. Yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Give up the middle to Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to number 15, Lad McConkey. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
They run it over center with Harris. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the toss, it's Harris. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 3 yards.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Chargers are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and Ashton Jeanty heading back out onto the field here. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Smith. He takes off. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A first down throw for Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers.
Smith's pass.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of
That's
13 yards.
13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
A second down throw for Smith. He's got Myers on the completion. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. From the gun on third down, Smith. This one down the field, but gonna wind up incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Jeanty that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, now Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19
now a timeout
yards.
Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Herbert sacked by
Malcolm Kuntz in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Motion man is Johnston. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
It's now 3rd
So
and
often
2.
sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out.
Touchdown,
and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So now there's to give themselves a lead here heading to the half. He knocks it through, and the Chargers move out in front by a point. It's 14 to 13.
Raiders 13.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Raiders
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Smith now to throw on first down. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Gino. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
On 2nd down, a run with Harris. 14 on the pickup, and the Chargers have the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Another run here with Harris. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, LA.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Down to the 10. And he's in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chargers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
21, Raiders 13.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one.
The Chargers.
Tommy Mellott to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Gentry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion is Myers. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Gino. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. He'll land in Roberts in there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing now is Herbert. He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
They
yards.
get 22 yards there.
Chargers,
it's good for
down.
a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He connects with Disley. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's
19 more on
Chargers
that one. And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
So far
line.
here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and goal.
Second
at the
down
4-yard
at these
line.
distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Harris is in for a touchdown.
Harris.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Point after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
His kick is
is
good.
good.
And the Chargers will
Makes the
extend
score,
this
Chargers
third quarter
28,
lead.
Raiders 13.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Cameron
After
Dicker
the
to
touchdown,
kick
here's
off for the
Dicker
Chargers.
out to send this one away. Laube now to return it. Woo! He'll get this past the 20
Raiders
before he's
take
brought
over
down
first
shy
and 10
of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Vegas.
16 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their
Las
labor
Vegas.
paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
A second down throw for Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Smith. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st
at their
and
own
10.
29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Now he'll run. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll run with Genty. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Herbert. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
Complete to
really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 11, and the Chargers have the first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff from the pistol to Harris. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
This is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He'll step up and run. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it is first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, L.A.
Chargers.
That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Malott to return it.
The Raiders take over first.
The Raiders offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one caught by Besh. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 6. Here's Gino. That's left side to Tucker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 89, Brock
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's second and 6. A run, Genty. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
At the 47-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
And the Raider first down.
Third and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
On first and 10, it's Genty. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, it's second and 1. Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
Pass.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Las Vegas first
Offensively,
down.
landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, They have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
On second down, Smith. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
In motion, Besh. From the gun, it's Gino. Open man, right side. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Now, Gino. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he'll take it on in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Smith leading them to the line as they get set to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Play action now. It's Gino. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
35-yard line. Brings up second down.
McConkey in motion. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Williams.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. Short throw, taken in by Disley. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Herbert now on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up second and
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the
So, Mike, you know by now my
line.
philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's a second and 9. Motion man is Johnston. On play action, it's Herbert. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Intended for Will Disley.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, LA.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll run with Hampton. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Taken down behind the line
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing now is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Smith. To the left side, into the hands of Beck.
Smith's pass.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
And it's
so anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down. No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go. Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Raiders.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Gino to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll go right back to Myers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Smith to throw on 1st down. That one caught by Besh. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Gino. A throw right side. Take it in by Tucker.
Complete to Trey Tucker. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
Smith's pass.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Offside, defense.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up
The kick is
and good. And the Raiders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
38. Raiders 28.
This one not quite
Daniel
over,
Carlson
but down a
to kick
couple of
off for
scores.
Las Vegas.
We're going to get an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.